What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something extremely important. I beg you guys to watch the whole video because you're going to get a lot of value out of this if you pay attention, okay? Super important for recovery. We're going to be talking about your perception of anxiety. And you see the title? That was my perception. I thought of anxiety as this horrible nightmare I was desperately wanting to be wakened from. And like I've told you in previous videos, I did things a certain way for years, and that's why I didn't recover for years. And the goal of this channel, the goal of these videos, is to help you not be so much like me. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to suffer for as long as I did. So these videos have tons of value. This is another one of them. So you want to watch all the way to the end. So before we get started, you know what time it is. Smash the like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Today, go down in the comment section right now and let me know what your perception of anxiety is. And I'm kind of doing this to prove a point, okay? So go down and put in the comment section. You can put it in all caps, or you can just make it look however you want it, and put, I view anxiety as such and such, all right? I view anxiety as a curse or a nightmare, or, you know, some of you may see it in a positive light. Okay, we need to change our perception. That is a must for recovery to even be possible. All right, guys. Yesterday, I talked about a Black Friday sale with my course. I'm going to go ahead quickly and mention this. I'm extending that to midnight tonight. And we're going to go like midnight Pacific time so people on the West Coast can have a chance to grab this. It's just $49 right now if you use the code anxiety50. All right. I just got my video out a little bit too late yesterday. So I wanted to be fair to all of you guys to give you like a full 24 to 36 hours to take advantage of that $49 price point. So if you haven't jumped into the course, perfect opportunity to save some money. So Anxiety 50 is going to save $50. All right. So back to the video, guys. We have to change our perception of anxiety. Like I said, I viewed it as a freaking nightmare. Every single day, somebody wake me up from this living hell. And guess what? If you view it that way, you're not going to be excited about recovery. You're not going to be excited about the recovery process. You're probably not going to be able to be positive. Self-love, we're going to throw that out the window. Strategy, consistency, motivation, internal reassurance, that internal voice that you need to develop, it's going to be hard to do those things. You have to change your perception of anxiety. Now, here's the funny thing. When people ask me what I view anxiety as, now it's like growth, change, transformation, metamorphosis. These are the kinds of things that I think about, right? A growing process, a blessing. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, well, Trey, that's easy for you to say. You know, you're on the other side of anxiety. You recovered. Guys, I started feeling that way when I still had anxiety, whenever I started my recovery process. It's actually what sparked it. Wow, I noticed. I was like, dang, you know, I'm starting to eat right. I'm starting to get in better shape. I'm not drinking anymore. I'm not smoking anymore. Man, look at all these amazing changes that I'm making. This anxiety thing may have saved my life. For some of you, it's going to save your life. A lot of you are going to lose weight. A lot of you are going to kick all the bad habits. Whether it be alcohol, any other types of drugs, tobacco, substances, anything. Overeating, processed food, all the sugar, things that are just not healthy for us. A lot of you are already ditching those things. And it carries on after anxiety. You develop a lot of good healthy habits. And not just there. A lot of you are practicing gratitude now, and mindfulness, and deep breathing, and relieving tension. Those things are very healthy. So the benefits of those things are going to skyrocket as your anxiety continues to diminish during recovery. But guys, for you to actually start the recovery process, there has to be a major flip in your perception. You have to stop looking at it, as a curse or a nightmare, or a dreadful situation. You're just going to get stuck there if that's the way you think. Like me, I was stuck there because that's the way I viewed it. So when I finally started to develop a few good habits, just a few, right? Whether it be some exercise and the diet, and, you know, I was taking care of my body and I wasn't putting a lot of bad things into my body, you know? that was the first few things that really got me thinking, wow, I'm changing. I am growing. So anxiety for me is a sign that I needed to grow as a person. I was doing a lot of bad things. It's not just about the alcohol and stuff as far as why I had anxiety, but I was a negative person too. I wasn't handling adversity well. You know, I wasn't me anymore. And my subconscious hated that. So it's going to kick me in the butt and try to get me to change. And that's what anxiety is to me now. So now when I think about anxiety, it's totally different than what it was whenever I was in the middle of it. So I encourage you guys to start changing your perception on anxiety now. It needs to be a growing process. Anxiety needs to be an opportunity for you on a broad spectrum and on a micro level. When you have the anxiety symptoms, instead of being like, oh God, here they are again. No, this is your chance. This is my chance. I get to practice self-reassurance, develop my internal voice. I can go exercise right now. I can go take a cold shower and desensitize. I can challenge these symptoms. There's so many things that you can do. Those moments are practice now, right? Not dreaded situations. If your symptoms pop up in the car a lot, ask them to come up in the car. Oh, I can't wait to get into the car today because my symptoms are going to come up and I get to finally work on defeating them and facing those fears, facing those symptoms or those negative thoughts. Because if you think about it, you're never going to fully recover until you face them to overcome them, right? So these are all opportunities. So that's a way of viewing anxiety. And then I just got done talking about, like, it could be a blessing in disguise, in a really good disguise, right? A lot of you are making life-changing habits because you have anxiety. And you may have never made those changes if you didn't have the anxiety symptoms to give you that kick in the butt to start doing it. Some of you would have kept smoking. Some of you would have kept consuming tons of sugar. Some of you would have kept drinking into the oblivion, right? Often wonder about what my life would be like now if I'd never gone through anxiety, and that actually scares the crap out of me. So you can see how much of a perception change I have developed, right? But guys, I hope this meant something to you. For those of you that stuck around, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for watching this video. I know it sounds corny, it sounds cheesy, cliche, like everybody that's a YouTuber says that. But guys, for me to see down in the comments, you repeating or, you know, typing out that comment that I always want you to at the end to let me know that you watched the whole thing. Like, I cannot believe how many of you are sticking around to the end of these videos. And that, it like breaks my heart in a good way, if anything. Thank you so much for seeing the value in me. Thank you so much for sticking around to hear what I have to say. You guys know I'm not like perfect with my words, but you guys can tell that I've been through this and I experienced it, you know? And I think a lot of you have faith in me, and a lot of you are believing me. Just trust me whenever I tell you the things that I tell you. I'm not BSing, I'm not making this up as I go. This is what I dealt with, and I fully recovered. I'm proof right here. Okay, so if you watched it this far, I want you in the comment section to put, I will change my perspective, in all caps. I will change my perspective. If you want to put on anxiety, that's cool too. We have to change our perspective on anxiety. You have to get excited about the recovery process for it to be possible, okay? So I hope you got value. If you liked this video or got any type of value, please hit the like button. It helps me out so freaking much. Remember, the description has tons of stuff. The pinned comment has tons of stuff, resources. And again, we're about 12 hours away right now, or about 11 hours away from that Black Friday sale finally ending, okay? So if you want to get an awesome deal for $50 off, Anxiety 50, I'll put the promo code on here so you can see it. The link to my course is in the description and in the first pinned comment. Be a part of that movement, okay? I encourage you guys. It's amazing. You got to give it a try. So I love you all. Remember, tips, free Facebooks, social media, all that stuff is down in the description. Join all that stuff for extra help. And hit the bell if you are new here. Subscribe, hit the bell so you get updates when I put these videos out. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you have a beautiful freaking weekend. Yes, I plan on posting tomorrow. So let's do this. Let's keep the videos rolling in. And hopefully, guys, you are building momentum as well. Okay? So I love you all. Till next time, keep fighting.